Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. The Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the World War III daily update. We're going to start right here. 2nd Ezra 15:28. Okay. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Okay? The Far East. All right? Now, in this situation, it's not talking about what's going on up in Eastern Europe. All right? This is talking about what's going on in the Middle East, what they call, all right? Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, the Arabs, shall come out with many chariots. What kind of chariots? War chariots. And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, Carmania is in ancient Persia, or today they would call it Iran. Raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join the battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Okay? Land of the Assyrians is talking about the foes of Iran, okay, which would be the people that are in Israel and their counterparts, their allies, all right? So this is describing World War III in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat, all right? And we can get that real quick, and then we'll watch a few video updates. This is Joel 3. And we're going to stay with these scriptures that are pointing the war out, okay? This is Joel 3 and 2, and let's get some different variations of it. Let's start with King James. I will also, the I is the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Kodash, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem Kodash, Salat. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. New Living Translation, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat, into the Middle East. Okay, in 2nd Ezra, we see that right here. A horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east. Many chariots. Okay. Tells you who's going to win. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. Right? And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Right? Then these shall be troubled. Who are these? It's talking about Great Britain, Babylon the Great, which is America, and their counterparts, the Israelis, all right? And then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. This is telling you, right, who's going to win. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume of them and in their host shall be fear and dread. Their host is armies. Shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Okay? So you can look into the scriptures and find out who's going to win this war. All right, now. And right now there's about 4 fronts. You got what's going on up there in the area of the Ukraine. That's one front. You have what's going on in Southeast Asia and China. That's another one. Okay, and then you have what's going on in the middle, what they call the Middle East. That's 3. All right. And then what is going on right here in Babylon the Great? A tiger chasing its tail. The Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, that's a different front. All right, this is what I want to look at, though. 9 hours ago, Military Leaks channel Russia tests mysterious new anti-satellite weapon. Let's look at this, because this goes into what's going on here, all right? Because they have to come up with an excuse for Russia having these weapons. What does this say? Mysterious new anti-satellite weapon. Look at this.
Russia tests mysterious new anti-satellite weapon. Looks like US can't do anything. Russia plans to overhaul its missile defense system and is developing a state-of-the-art anti-ballistic missile (ABM) defense shield, Colonel Andrei Cheburin, commander of the Missile Defense Wing of Russia's Aerospace Defense Forces, said. Colonel Andrei Cheburin, speaking on January 23, said Russia's anti-ballistic missile (ABM) system was being completely overhauled over the past few years. I think that in the near future our country will have a truly ultramodern missile defense system, he concluded. In autumn of 2012, Russia's defense authorities stated that the functional ABM system, the A-135 Amur, was being given a major upgrade. Colonel General, retired, Viktor Yesin, then chief of the Russian Strategic Missile Forces, told RIA Novosti that the missiles were being replaced with new ones with an improved design. All the other elements of the system, including the detection and tracking components, were also being revamped. The missiles would use launch silos, currently mothballed, he added. The threat America's ABM system being expanded over the past 2 years has prompted Russia to step up its work to develop a new ABM system of its own. The new system, which will replace the A-135 Amur, has been designated as the A-235. There are two aspects to the project: the RTT's 181M system, which is effectively an A-235 system, and the Somaliad-M aircraft, including the design of new warheads for the ABMs. The work is being done in secrecy and kept under wraps, so very few details are available. According to what information is available, the new generation system should include upgraded Dawn-2 NP radar receiver sections and transition section units, which will be replaced soon by the Dawn-2M radar. The upgradation was done in 2009 by RTI Systems.
So you think it ain't ready yet? It's ready. All right, so you kind of got to put these things together, right? And here's how you do it. What did Dabu say the other day? Let's look at Dabu. I thought I had both. Okay, I did. Look at Dabu. What did he say yesterday? Let me see. Oh, missing monkey. This is about the grid. Okay, so what would that system that if it could take down satellites, what do satellites have to do with the American grid? Okay, let's see right here. Cyber attack takes hospital systems in Kentucky. Okay, so let's look at this. This is Dabu 7. Yesterday, Salakia, about this. Got she-woman out here.
This is Dabu 7, using some discernment on this latest DHS announcement.
Okay, so what they're saying here, DHS warns of attack on America's power grid by who? Domestic extremists. Your own people. Okay? Now, could this be a cover for what Russia is about to do? They're about to shoot out satellite. They could shoot out an EMP, but they're blaming it on us. Hey, don't look in the direction of Russia and Vladimir, what they're doing and what they have over us. Okay, hypersonic missiles, and they done war game this thing out so many times that they already know the outcome, and we know the outcome because we look in the scriptures. All right.
As they come out stating that they have evidence that domestic violent extremists and racially motivated extremists are developing plans to attack the U.S. electric sector. My first question is, why haven't you arrested them? Since you know everything they're plotting, what they're typing, who's doing it, you know everything.
Yes, so this is a diversion.
How come they're not arrested?
Because you can't arrest the Soviet Union.
Well, this seems to go along the path that we always see these stories go down. And I remember years ago, Judge Napolitano came on Fox News for all the sheep that didn't get it and said, you know, your FBI admitted to creating dozens of events just to foil them, to take credit for them. That was mainstream, if you missed it. So now, all of a sudden, since the beginning of this scamdemic, they've seen a rise in white supremacy and in extremists that want to attack the grid. First off,
how do you how do you attack? You know, if you're white supremacist, who is your enemy? Uh, let's say, for example, the blacks. Well, where do the blacks live, and how do you take down the grid and not hurt your own? That's pretty stupid. So this doesn't even make sense. All right. Yes, there are some black hoods, but overall, what grid do you take down? All right. What plug do you pull just to attack this sector of people? Right.
who does it benefit when you attack the grid? To me, it's this government and this world government and everyone.
The world government. Now, are we doing this to ourselves, or is somebody that has the capability of taking down our grid, are they doing it? And you're shifting blame so as to not look weak. We're looking weak on the world stage in geopolitics right now with your boy Brandon. Brandon is looking quite stupid out there because Vladimir has got all his faculties and he's handling his business. And then you got Sleepy Snoozy, one of the dwarves, right? Looking very weak. All right, so let's shift blame.
Government and this world government and everyone that's pushing the scamdemic trying to control the people. That's who. Oh, yeah. And if I recall, even looking at the Whitmer case in Michigan, what did we just find out? That many of the people tied into that were government agents.
And that's the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
So interesting that they say that they continue to work to charge the participants of the January 6th insurrection. They're trying to connect the insurrection, which we know was of their hand, to an event that hasn't even happened yet. Trying to say that they're all domestic terrorists. So the writing is all on the wall here, guys. And what they're trying to do here. They're trying to put it out there that an attack's coming on the grid, and when it happens, it's going to be your good old American citizens that are to blame for all of it. Been warning about this exact situation for a decade. A lights out situation. Are you ready? It doesn't matter what the excuse is in the end. The big question is, do you have a plan? Join me on the line.
All right, so there's Dabu. We could go into some, actually we did. But I mean, it's more the same at this point. So let's just get a couple of scriptures on the way out. Let's get Isaiah 19. Because who's doing this? When you understand that the omniscient, omnipotent power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's the one that's doing this. Okay? Isaiah 19 and 2. And I, who is I? Behold the Lord, Yahweh. He's the one doing it. And I, what is he going to do? Will set the Egyptians, okay, who are the Egyptians? In this case, the Egyptians are the Americans, all right? Pursuant to Revelation 11 and 8, all right? America is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, all right? I will say, so just humor me and accept for a moment that this is talking about America, which it is, all right? I will set the Americans against the Americans. Okay? If our government is going to shut down the grid, right, for whatever purposes they have, that's what they're saying. Is that not what they're saying? DHS, which is America, warns of attack on America's power by who? Domestic. That's Americans versus the Americans. You see how the Bible clearly explains what's going on? Now, who's making them do that? The Most High. He's the one. Okay? Who is the ultimate warrior? God is the ultimate warrior. Okay? God is the ultimate warrior that has never lost any battle because he's the one creating the battles. Here's a battle, will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And they shall fight. They shall do what? Fight. That's war. They shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. Who's doing that? God is doing it. Okay? If this is true, which it's probably not, this is a psyop and a cover story for something deeper, even if it be the Americans doing this to themselves, it's still Egyptians against it. If it's Vladimir, right, and him being capable of taking down our grid and then blaming it on us so they won't look bad, right? It could be any number of things. But why would they put this out if there wasn't the possibility of our grid going down for whatever reason? You understand? And this is war. This is called asymmetric warfare. All right? Psychological warfare is asymmetric warfare. When you launch a psyop on your own people, Egyptians against the Egyptians, okay, that's asymmetric warfare. For whatever your desire is. For example, the NWO. All right? For all we know, Putin could be Biden's best friend and they're staging a psyop, wagging the dog. I'm not saying that that's what's going on. Here's what's going on, for sure. And okay, guess what? The Egyptians, all right, the Americans are Egyptians, and the Russians are Egyptians too. They're both Edomites. They're the same race of people. All right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother. They're brothers. All right? And everyone against his neighbor. City against city, kingdom against kingdom. The kingdom, the UK, the United Kingdom, which is the mother of America, against the kingdom of Russia. Okay? You understand? Who's doing it? The Lord, is doing this. From the top down. Let's get there. Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is a man, first of all, he's a man of war. Yahweh is his name. The Lord is he's the ultimate warrior. Not Yahweh, but Yahweh is his name. He's the ultimate warrior. All right? Yahweh, not Jehovah, Yahweh is his name. He is the ultimate warrior, the Almighty. All right? Who's doing this? Yahweh is a man of battle. Yahweh is a man of battle. Yahweh is his name. Who's doing this? All right? So that's enough for today. Hey, whatever's going on is coming down from the very top. Who is the ultimate war? He's a man of war. He created war. Okay? So don't get it twisted. When he says he and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight. And they shall do what? Fight everyone against his brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Who's doing it? All right? Proverbs 21:1. Vladimir, Sleepy Joe Biden, right? Xi Jinping, all right? Rocket Boy, Rocket Man, Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-zing, the king, the king's heart, which is his mind, right? Your heart is an organ that pumps blood. When it says heart, it's talking about his mind is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Don't get it twisted. Okay? When a man goes to war, like Pharaoh, right? Exodus 10:27. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's what? His mind. And he would not let them go. All right? Wait, what's the scripture before that? What's 26 say? All right? 24. And Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, go, nigga. get the hell out of my land. Go ye, serve the Lord. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. Pharaoh said, get the hell out of here. You motherfuckers are fucking up my game. All right? And excuse my French. I'm just saying it in a way that you can understand. And Moses said, thou must give us also sacrifice and burnt offerings, and we may sacrifice it to the Lord our power. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not be a hoof left behind, for thereof we must we take to serve our Lord our power. And we know not with what we must serve the Lord until we come hither. But the Lord, right? Pharaoh just told him to get the hell out. Go. Get out. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's mind, and he would not let them go. All right? And this is throughout. When I type that in, hardened Pharaoh, look at all the times he hardened. He changed his mind. Okay? You understand? He drove them into battle. Right? He ultimately, because Pharaoh was like, you are jacking my whole game up. Get the hell out of here. And wound up, Pharaoh, what did he do? He wound up in an ambush. Why? Why did Pharaoh wind up in an ambush? Because the Most High hardened his heart. He made him walk right into the kill zone. All right? Here's Moses. He walks the children across. He makes Pharaoh chase after him. You understand? Why? Because the Most High is doing this. All right, so with that, it's good for today. We'll see you tomorrow. We hope that the elect were edified, and with that, we'll say shalom.